Now that we have our book table gateway and our book object, we need to tell Zend how to actually initialize and configure our book table gateway. Because remember, we want that to be a singleton and we only want that instantiated once. The area that we do that is going to be located in the modules module.php file. We added this file in the second module of this course, and it mainly took care of class map autoloading and standard autoloading, as well as any other module configuration. At this point though, we can also initialize a service manager that will configure and set up our table gateway. So what we want to do is add a new method or function at the bottom of this module class. Here's the function, and it's called getServiceConfig. Again, this area of Zend configuration is a little tedious and kind of verbose, but once it's set up, you're not going to have to worry about this again. So let's talk quickly about what is happening here in the Service Manager configuration. This returns an array, and part of that array is factories. And the factories take care of instantiating objects and possibly instantiating them only once, which is what we want to do to make this a singleton. So the first factory that we're going to look at is our book list model book table. What this does is it gets a table gateway object and it passes that into the book table object that we just created and then returns that table. So where do we get the book table gateway object, you might ask? Well, that is configured right below here. And the book table gateway object simply uses the Zend database adapter, and it handles setting up result sets and array object prototypes that know how to talk to the book object and the book table. Before we can leave out of here, we've added a lot of new objects and classes that we need to tell this module about. So we need to come back to the top and import some things. The first two use statements refer to the book and the book table object that we just created, and the second two refer to Zend base classes. One is the table gateway and the other is the result set object.